Hello, this is John Wild, here to bring you another look at vintage $6 Million Man toys by Kenner. Today, we'll be looking at Maskatron from 1976. Maskatron was created to represent a character called Mr. X, or a robot created by the villain Dr. Dolittle. In the episode, Day of the Robot, airing originally on February 8, 1974, a robot duplicate of Steve Austin's friend, Major Frederick Sloan, portrayed by John Saxton, is used to try and sabotage a secret government missile defense system. Steve Austin finds out that his friend has been replaced by a robot duplicate, and a classic TV battle between the $6 Million Man and the robot concludes the show. Interestingly, the first time the bionic sound that the TV show is famous for first appears in this episode, but is used by the robot and not Steve Austin. Dr. Dolittle appears again in the episode Return of the Robot Maker, and this time he replaces Oscar Goldman with the robot, but the $6 Million Man succeeds again in stopping this plot. Now let's take a closer look at the Kenner toy. The Maskatron toy was the first toy that gave the $6 Million Man action figure a villain. The name Maskatron was never used on the TV show and was created exclusively for the Kenner toy. Now, let's take a quick look at the box the figure came in. The Maskatron figure came with the following accessories: white shirt, black slacks, black socks, black track shoes, Oscar Goldman mask, Steve Austin mask, Maskatron mask, vice grip arm, suction cup arm. On the sculpt of the body of the Maskatron figure is a lot of details that show off the robotics of the Maskatron figure, as you can see before you. The Maskatron figure has the most action features of any of the Kenner $6 Million Man toy line. Let's try them out. Maskatron figure has locking tabs at the neck, arms, and legs. This allows you to prevent accidental firing of the exploding features of the toy. Once the locking mechanism is moved into the down position, the firing mechanism is armed, and by pressing this top button, the arms would explode off. To use the firing mechanism on the head, the tab is moved down to the down position, the fire's on this side, off goes his head. To use the firing mechanism on the leg, tab to the bottom position, press on the upper thigh. Once the arms were removed from your Maskatron figure, you could then add the vice grip arm and the suction cup arm. The chest of the Maskatron figure had 3 bionic plates that represent the robotic mechanisms that make Maskatron work. The Bionic panels of the Maskatron figure were removable. All you need to do is access them by the back panel of the Maskatron figure. You're going to just need a pencil. You're going to put the pencil and you're going to push onto the Bionic panel and it'll pop right out. Notice the detailing on the back of the figure and the back panel. The back panel was where you could open up the back of the figure and you could store your excess masks. The masks of Maskatron represent loosely the character of Mr. X from the Day of the Robot episode, the Oscar Goldman robot from the episode Return of the Robot Maker, and Steve Austin himself. Interestingly, this is the only time that both of Steve Austin's eyes are visible on the vintage $6 Million Man toy line. Maskatron is one of the greatest toys from the vintage Kenner toy line and is very popular with action figure collectors. Finding a complete Maskatron is rare, and usually it takes multiple figure purchases to complete just one example. I would like to thank you for watching this look at Kenner Toys Maskatron action figure. Please check out my other uploads on vintage $6 Million Man toys, and comments and questions are always welcome. Until next time, we can rebuild him.